No, you okay.
Mhm.
I hit the wrong button. I was trying to hit share screen. Okay, I think we're ready.
Okay. All right, let's start. We're gonna read it together, not doing call and response. So, I commit my body
Mind,
and
spirit
to the
to the
protection,
protection,
defense, and
and
security
security
of the
of the
red,
red,
black,
black,
and
and
green.
green.
I dedicate my life
Life
to
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 the
the
redemption
redemption
of
of
Mother
Mother
Africa
Africa
and the
and the liberation
and
of her
of her
scattered
scattered
black
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 children.
children.
I
I
accept
accept
self
for
for
myself
myself
and my
and my
descendants
descendants
the
the
teachings
teachings
of
of
universal
universal
African
African nationalism.
nationalism and
And I
promise
promise
that our
that our
that our
children
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 will be
will be
instilled
instilled
with the
with the
purpose
purpose
and
and
knowledge
knowledge
of
of
themselves
themselves
as
as
African
African
people
people
in
in
order
order
that the
that the
cause
cause
of our
of our
struggle
struggle will neither
neither
falter
nor
nor
fail
fail
until
until
all
all Black
Black people are
people
free
are free and
united
united
through
through
one
through one
God,
God,
one
one
aim,
aim, and
and
one
one
one destiny.
destiny.
destiny. Race first.
Race
Race
first.
Okay.
first.
All right, that went pretty good. We just gotta pick the speed up some. We getting there. Okay. I just wanted to do that because I remember being in school and we was just very fluent with the Pledge of Allegiance. It wasn't a call and response to do Pledge of Allegiance. We just all read it together.
Yep.
And so I'm like, why we can't do this with our own stuff?
Yep.
Okay. Oh yeah, the guidelines for the call. I'm not really for sure that what are we gonna cover, but for the most part, we have the first half where we have our topic, and then you're able to ask questions after the topic has been discussed or give comments, concerns, and then our second half is member share, and that's when you share whatever you would like. Everyone has 3 to 4 minutes. Be considerate, do not go over your time. You can also request to do presentations. We haven't put out the list of what days you can request to do a presentation. And since we haven't done that, just if you want to do one, just request a date and we'll let you know whether we have something on there or not. More than likely, probably not. And you can have that date to to go over whatever you would like. To ensure we can hear our speakers, please keep your phone on mute when you're not speaking. Have a pen and paper available to take notes, member contact information, or anything that you would like to remember or take with you from this call. There will be people on this call with different ideas, religions, and opinions other than your own. It's okay to disagree, but we must not become nasty and disrespectful towards one another. Ladies, do not give out your personal phone number during the conference call. Instead, give out your business number or email. Do not use the N-word during the call and be mindful of unnecessary using and overusage of curse words. There are children that tune in. So I'm going to pass it to our president, John, so he can lead us. Oh, we have to do roll call. I forgot about that. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Sister Tania. Do a brief roll call today for March 26, 2023. We have myself, Brother John, President. We have Sister Tania, First Lady, Vice President. Have Attorney Imhotep, Legal Defense Committee Coordinator. We have Brother Art, who is secretary in training, and we have Dr. Shams out of New York. So we have 5 on the call right now. Okay, and I'll go straight into our topic. Not for sure if we'll have a long meeting tonight, but just wanted to let the membership know what we've been doing behind the scenes for the months of February and March going into April. We are aware that the spelling of Thursday needs to be corrected. We're working on that, but this is the flyer that we just put together this past week towards the end of the week, promoting for High Executive Council 2023 here in Atlanta. It'll be officially 3 days, but we've got 4 days, April 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th. So Wednesday on the 12th, the evening, we'll expect to start receiving members from other divisions that are flying in and driving in. We'll have a meet and greet at the facility, so they'll know where to come in the morning and where we'll be doing business. Some light refreshments, for those that have been traveling. So just a meet and greet at the Untitled Griot. And I think, this will also be open to general public as well. So that's the first thing that we're doing is Wednesday evening. And then business starts Thursday, 8 a.m. from 8 to 10. We'll be having breakfast and doing some ceremonial openings. Then from 10 to 12, we'll have our first business session. We're looking at doing a tour of Atlanta from 12 to 2 on Thursday, and then from 2 to 5, finishing up business at Untitled Griot. And we plan on opening up the space Thursday evening for a mass meeting. So 7 to 10 p.m. will be our mass meeting times. So that's Thursday, and then Friday, 8 a.m. I don't know if we're doing a brothers and sisters. I think we're doing brother circle and sister circle, but they also talked about Universal African Legions and Black Cross nurses being discussed in the morning. We'll have some more breakfast refreshments, continue business up until 12. At 12, take a break for lunch, come back at 2, finish up business from 2 to 5, and business will be mainly division reports. So the High Chancellor will give a financial report on where we are, financially, our parent body fund and African Redemption Fund, expenses for international headquarters, all those type of things. That's the first thing we'll go over. And then each of the divisions will give a report on what they've been doing in their local jurisdiction since convention. And then there'll be a section where we talk about resolutions. I don't think there's a lot of resolutions, but that's one of the most important parts about High Executive Council is the discussion of resolutions. Resolutions are our amendments to our Constitution. So we discuss them and vote on them at High Executive Council, and the ones that are approved at High Executive Council go on to convention, and they're re-voted on at convention. And once they're affirmed at convention, they become amendments to the Constitution. So when it comes to things like our African Legion being all male, if we wanted to change that to allow females to serve in the Legion, that would be a resolution that we make. One of the resolutions that came about recently was electronic voting for high officers. So High Executive Council consists of President General Michael R. Duncan, which is shown, First Assistant President General, Third Assistant President General, Fourth Assistant President General, Secretary General, Auditor General, Counsel General, and Minister of Education, the Minister of Labor and Industries. So these individuals create and make up what we consider high executive council, but the active membership that are able to attend high executive council also get a voting, get a voice in the voting. So that's why we promote all of our members to be in attendance as much as possible. This is our best opportunity to bring about the changes that we want to see for the UNIA. So we haven't had an opportunity like this since 2012 when we had convention in Atlanta. So I just I'm trying to make sure that we do the best that we can to be prepared, to participate. In regards to, let me see, switch this over. There was a newsletter that was put together by the the parent body talking about high executive council. So again, official dates, April 13th through 15th, 2023, host division, 421, Dr. Julius Nairi, CBPM, Atlanta, Georgia, President, myself, John Hargrove, Honorable Michael R. Duncan, President General and Administrator will be hosting, or will be the chairman of the ceremony. Business site, Omanala Griot. All business sessions take place at Omanala Griot, 337 Dargan Place. Most sessions will go from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Only dues paying members can vote. So we open it up. Some of the events are open to the public, but the main function for that is to encourage membership. HEC will be in person. All members are invited to participate. In addition to your dues being current, your division must be registered for the HEC. So we as a division will have to pay $50. I'll take care of that as president. And each member that attends will be required to pay $10 to participate in high executive council. So it's not a huge fee, but it's something I thought about when I was getting ready for this. The phrase, you got to pay to play. This is politics. We should understand this. We have to make sure that we are of good standing so that we can make sure our political power is maximized. Preparing for HEC. HEC is where we decide the agenda for convention. So convention will take place in Curacao in August, but we'll finalize the agenda for convention during HEC. 65th International Convention will be in Curacao. There's much to do. We'll be looking at possible topics in our resolutions, suggested amendments, etc. So as I said, the main focus for HEC is division reports and resolutions to the Constitution. So we've provided the parent body with hotels, and everybody's already making plans to come down. We're making our final adjustments here in Atlanta to make sure we can host this event, but just wanted to provide everybody with an update as far as what the focus is and where we are. So if there aren't any, does anybody have any questions or concerns or comments about High Executive Council of 2023? Okay. As I said, that's all I really wanted to discuss or make sure, we announced and gave a report on. If there's no comments on this, I guess we can move to member share and go around the room and see what hot topics we have in the community. So Last call, any questions, comments on high executive council? Okay. So we'll go around the room really quick, give everybody an opportunity to share. Brothers, we understand we have to be good listeners, so we allow our sisters to go first. Sister Tania and Dallas, you got anything that you want to share with the family tonight?
Not just we will be having the CBPM meeting on the 1st of the month. So don't forget, regardless if you get a message or not, we're gonna at least make sure we have that first. So be there. And if you want to volunteer to help on the call, just let us know. I'm not really, I think I walked away when you did roll call, so I'm not really for sure who all is on right now, but yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay, thank you, Sister Tania. That's April 2nd CBPM meeting. So yeah, make sure, you know, we got double duties and we should always be busy, especially when it comes to Sundays. Around this time, we should be feeling like, hey, you know, there's something going on, there's a meeting going on that we should be aware of. All right, we'll keep moving. CPM, no, you and I remember 449, I believe. Brother Art, greetings, Brother Art.
Greetings, family.
Anything you got for us?
Now, I'll volunteer to help Tania on CPM first meeting. That's all I have right now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank
Raise
you.
first.
We'll look forward to speaking with you next week on the CBPM call as well.
Okay.
We'll keep it moving. 1 second. Dr. Shams out of New York. Greetings, Dr. Shams.
Race first.
Race first.
Yes, I posted some of my personal information pertinent to CBPM and the UNIA-ACL on the chat already.
Okay.
So if anyone is interested in getting in contact with me pertaining to anything on the website, that'd be good and all. But I have a pressing issue. I'm trying to sue the staff here in my so-called building because they seem they don't want visitors with packages or groceries delivered to my door, you know, without any visitor or roster or anything, not even written in the lease and nothing like that. This is just something that they're trying to enforce, and they just started doing this recently too. Because up until one of the security officers that don't like us, look like us, but don't like us, I think he's either African or something. He's African, all right, because we're all African. Yeah, him. He doesn't like his own kind, so he stopped that once he started working. You know, he wants to want me to leave leave my groceries downstairs with him. You know, while I go back and forth and get them or put them on a dirty cart and carrying them on up. They don't even care. They don't care. They just trying to block me from living. Because if I can't get grocery deliveries, how am I live?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm trying to sue them too. But anyway, the address to my website on the internet is not helpful. USA legislations people.bravesites.com. That's not helpful. USA legislations people.bravesites.com. It's in the chat already. The other thing that I wanted to say is that with the lawsuit, I'm asking for organizational and governmental backup from both of our entities. You know, if I could get any assistance, any kind of backup or whatever, however we need to proceed. You know, I'm all ears, but I definitely know that I have to correct that situation. The only thing that's going to correct it is because when I keep presenting anything, any idea, you know, to the staff here in this building, that they want tenants to participate like a tenant association type of thing, but I offer them certain things and they turn them down right away. But that's besides the point. They went overboard when they won't allow my visitors or groceries with packages or deliveries. That went overboard. That's a violation of Constitutional Amendment 1 and 4. Search and seizure and the right to assembly, right to free peaceful assembly. That's what they violated. Constitutional Amendments 1 and 4. And they could also be cited for 9, 10, and 11 also, being that we are sovereign. So they have really very little to say to us. And President Biden is one who put in the order for us to be recognized as sovereign. President Biden did that. The current president right now, yes, he did that. But race first anyway. I just want to let you all know what's happening with everything. Anybody want to call me? My number's on the chat. My website's on the chat. Just reach out. Peace and race first.
Race first. Thank you, Dr. Shams. Yes, we'll be in touch as soon as things settle down. We got a lot going on here, so, but we do hear your concerns, and I have reached out to our parent body to get some support in New York. So waiting for that feedback. We'll keep moving. We got one more member, and then I'll give my final closing comments. Attorney Imhotep. Greetings, Attorney Imhotep.
Greetings. Thank you. Briefly, there is another reason why we should be boycotting the NFL, where 70% of the players are Africans. And I believe I'm correct when I state that presently there are no Black coaches. And now picture that.
You mean head coaches?
Head coaches.
Okay.
Yes, head coaches. Yes, thank you for the correction. 70% of the players are Black. There are no head coaches that are Black, and we accept it. Okay. And we shouldn't, and we should do something about it, and that is not pay for it, but by looking at it on the TV, attending the games. I don't know what other people would accept that, but we're doing it, and we shouldn't, and it should stop. Thank you. That's it. Race first.
Race first. Thank you, Attorney Imhotep. That reminds me of one of my favorite Garvey quotes. Any leadership that teaches you to depend upon another race is the leadership that will enslave you. It's just a small example of NFL coach, but it is still an example of leadership. And if we are not given examples, of our own people, as if we're not capable of those positions, I would argue that goes into what Garvey was saying about following leadership of other races. So thank you, Attorney Imhotep, and I definitely do agree with what you're saying. All right, any questions, comments, or anything before I give my closing statements? In closing, one of the things I wanted to touch on, was some of our future endeavors. We're always talking about working with the community and uniting our community. So one of the areas that we've been, I've been neglecting is area known as South Fulton. And it's, if you look on the map, it's this area here down on the southwest side of the Atlanta city limits, but these individuals still consider themselves to be in Atlanta. Like if you ask them where they live, most people wouldn't say South Fulton, they would say Atlanta. But this is an area that we want that in the moving forward, we will have a greater focus on. And the reason why is we're working on building a relationship with the mayor of the city of South Fulton. And the city of South Fulton has a population that is 92% African American. We believe it, I think it is the blackest or the second blackest city. Brother Khalid was America's first hashtag Black Lives Matter organizer that was elected to public office. Mayor Khalid, pronounced Khalid, is leading a generation of young activists from protest to politics. Self-proclaimed elected activist, has been featured on CBS, Nation, Jacobin, governing magazines, other national media. With a 92% African-American population, South Fulton, Georgia is now the blackest city in America. Khalid has a mission to make America's blackest city black. What? On purpose, okay, which means a city that is not just unapologetic about its demographics, but moving on purpose to be a laboratory for economics, housing, and restorative justice policies aimed at improving the lives of African Americans. But we had a meeting. Brother Camardo was there. I was there last Monday with Brother Khalid, as well as some other community leaders. So Nation of Islam was there. But the thing is, the Nation of Islam is looking at having a Farrakhan Day. And it's interesting because when the brother was telling me about it, he said that he got a vision for it in August of last year. And we've invited this brother to Garvey Day for several years. So I'm wondering if it was before or after Garvey Day. But he acknowledged that, you know, the other organizations, Moorish Science Temple, they celebrate Noble Drew Ali. UNIA, obviously, we celebrate Garvey. So the Nation of Islam, you know, they are now looking at having a Farrakhan Day that would be, Farrakhan's birthday is May 11th. So they were looking at doing something on the 13th. But at the end of the day, the mayor has agreed to make a proclamation for Farrakhan Day. They're looking at having an event in June at here in the city of South Fulton to kind of honor Farrakhan, but the theme of the event is going to be Uniting to Save Our Youth. So UNIA is officially being a part of it. We will have a chance to speak, but I just wanted to let everyone else know, as far as our plans, intentions, and vision and focus, I want us to, you know, make sure we don't forget about South Fulton. You know, yeah, a lot of us live in Atlanta, in the city of Atlanta. Some of us still live in South Fulton. Some of it it's a crossover overlap. But I do want to make sure that we put a lot of focus in areas where we already have a predominant majority. In Atlanta itself, I think is down to probably like 60% Black, 50-something% Black, whereas city of South Fulton is 92% Black. So just something I wanted to share with everybody, a vision for our the rest of this year, and trying to partner with some of the local government officials. Any questions, comments, or anything before we move to close? Okay. All right, short meeting tonight. As I said, main focus is High Executive Council. That'll be taking place in about 3 weeks. So, and we'll have a report, you know, as soon as that's completed, the first mass meeting after that, we'll have a report as to what came out of High Executive Council. But look forward to everyone attending, especially those that are here in the city. and those that are not, do the best that you can to be here and make sure your voice is heard. But that's all I really got. Anybody have anything in closing before we close out? Okay, short meeting tonight. If you would, you come off mute, repeat after me, and we'll close out. One God,
One
One
God,
God,
one aim,
one
one
aim,
One aim,
one destiny.
one
one
destiny.
one destiny.
Africa
Africa,
Africa,
for the Africans,
for the
for the
Africans,
Africans.
those at home,
those
Those
at
those
at
at
home,
home,
and those abroad.
and
and
those
those
abroad.
those
abroad.
abroad.
Face first, family. Go in
Face
peace,
first.
and we'll
Face
see each
first.
other next week.
Wow.
Face first.